Okay, so this is part 2 of the videos, and Tim Knox, he was the real estate agent that was being interviewed on yesterday's vlog. If you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, just stop this right here. And hey Sebastian, I don't know if I've ever given you due props, but I got into real estate about 10 months ago. 10 months ago. I was a 25-year entrepreneur with a background in marketing and media, so I had a bit of a leg up. And this is the important part that I wanted to emphasize. Emphasis. You know what I mean. When I discovered your digital mayor concept, it inspired me to crank out the content, and since that time, my partner and I have built a company with 20 agents and millions in volume. We do a ton of video in studio and in the field that we share via social media and our site. I attribute much of our video content to our quick success. Everybody knows who we are, and we're one of, if not the fastest growing agency in town. Just wanted to say thanks and keep it up, Tim. So he wanted to give me due props, which it's kind of cool because, you know, it inspires me to know that real estate agents are running with this. One of the most common things I hear from agents is, yeah, but does this work? It's kind of like asking, do relationships work? Well, of course. Oh, and also, I got a package. Oh, I've been waiting for this. I'll share it with you after this vlog. So let's continue on with yesterday's vlog right now. We fall back on listening to these coaches when they say, just hammer the phones. But I don't know the reason. Like, maybe that's what worked for them back in the 80s, and that's how they coach agents. I don't know. Like, I'm not in their head. I don't know why they created an entire coaching program around cold calling as being an A activity. But when it comes to lead generation, when it comes to growing your business, and you're choosing an option, do I hammer the phones and cold prospect, or do I become a media company and start marketing? And you see, as real estate agents, the one thing this industry really lacks is nobody teaches us how to market. Real estate has been around for a long time. And unfortunately, old school mentality kind of stuck around, because what used to work back in the 80s, maybe 90s even, and previous to that, that's the way real estate was done. That's the way agents grew their business. There was no internet. There was no social media. Cell phones were only for the wealthy. You know, real estate agents would have to drive around with quarters in their pocket and look for the closest payphone. So that's why telephone is kind of a mindset. Yes, dear. Lunch?
Gotta eat.
All right. I love working from home. You know, it has its pros and cons. By the way, my wife just, gotta love her. So you really have to sit back and question, how are you growing your real estate business? Production level is completely personal. I'm not one for, hey, you got to be a top producer, multi-million-dollar, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can get there. Now, you can grow extremely fast doing content creation. What level you want to reach and stop at, that is completely your choice. I don't believe in these coaches that say you got to grow 20 to 30% every year and you got to expand your team and you got to be number one. That's bullshit. I mean, be who you want to be. If you want to be one person show, selling one home a month, that is your choice. I grew my business to the point where I was happy. I wasn't like top 10 nationally, but I didn't want that. I didn't want my life to be consumed by real estate. I grew a lifestyle business. And you see, I knew the level I wanted to get to, and I knew the lifestyle that I wanted. And to me, the lifestyle was more important than the business, because I want to work to live, not live to work. And you see, when I speak to most of these big dogs, big shot, multi-million-dollar producers, they're essentially living to work. Does that make sense? Not all of them, because some of them, they know how to actually grow a business and they're just one piece of their own business, which means most of the activities are done by other people, and that's great. But I find that real estate agents, for the most part, get so involved. Wow, it is snowing out there. They get so involved in their business that they can't let go for whatever reason, and they do everything. And this business could wear you out. It can wear you down. I think I'm just rambling now. At least it feels like I'm rambling now. And so let's circle back to your daily activities in terms of growing your business. Wow, it's really coming down. Where was I? Right about here. So growing your business is something that we're not taught in school. Real estate school, at least I wasn't. That's the part we kind of have to figure out on our own. And there are a million real estate coaches out there, sure, absolutely. I will answer you later. But here's the thing. If you look at businesses, entrepreneurs that are making money, what are they doing? They're creating content. Look at Gary Vaynerchuk, creates content. The more content you produce, the better. You see, when you put out, let's say, one piece of content, one video, once a month, people's attention span is really short. I heard it's shorter than a goldfish. And so when you think, okay, I'm gonna put out a video and put it online and business is gonna reign, that's simply not true. First of all, you have to be consistent, which means you have to do your A activities every day. And you have to give value with your content. Who's your avatar? What do they want? And yes, that becomes part of your everyday. But eventually the goal is to grow I hate using the word database, but it's a database of relationships. People that know you, like you, and trust you. And as the digital mayor, your goal is to be the online mayor. Somebody that everybody in your town knows, whether they're buying real estate or not. When real estate comes up, your name should come up with it. Right now I'm creating content and I'm just a little guy. I mean, how many agents really know about me? Not many, but right now that's okay. I'm growing my content and slowly I know that more and more real estate agents will get to know me through watching my videos, watching my content. And so in your business, you have to do the same thing. You have to be patient. Patience is key. This is a long game. It's not like pulling the lever, the slot machine in Vegas, where you put in money and you pull enough times and sure, something will come out and you will get instant gratification. And I think that's why cold calling is something that agents resort to, because every now and then you will have that instant gratification and then you will go back for more. You hate doing it. It's like a drug. You become a slave to that, to something you really hate doing. Creating content is so much more fun. I'm talking to the camera and I'm putting it out there. People are either going to like it or they're not. I'm not concerned about that. And neither should you be. I'm not afraid of what other people think of my videos. I couldn't care less. There are people that love it. They want more, and those are the people I focus on. And the odd negative comment, I ignore. It doesn't really matter. And I think there's a lot of fear in that. What are people going to think? Not just the local community, but unfortunately, we care too much of what other real estate agents think as well. And that used to scare the crap out of me as well in the beginning. And then it got to the point where other agents were actually curious to what I was doing. That's actually how I ended up here coaching agents. It was completely by fluke, by accident, because I was getting noticed. And people were flying me places and they were booking me for seminars and training sessions. And that just became such a passion of mine. That's why I'm doing this today. Content, baby. Content is king. So let me wrap this up. So I find the easiest thing to do is focus on 3 A activities every day. If you've got time left, move on to other A activities, smaller A activities, or move on to the B activities. But who are we kidding? There's never enough time in a day. So my coach would say, okay, cold call, door knock, call your database. So those are A activities that I would have to do. Cold calling, you know me. You couldn't pay me enough to do cold calling. Door knocking, that's just cold calling in person. I've always looked at how can I scale this where I'm not dealing one-to-one, my business literally started changing when I focused from one-to-one to one-to-many. I wanted to scale, and that was my focus. When I decided to change the way I do business, my A activities look completely different. One of my A activities was to create content. And you may be thinking, well, it's too much to create one piece of content every single day. I'm saying focus on creating content every day. I didn't say you have to make one video per day. It's whatever your comfort level is. Start off small and work your way up. So one day you may create a topic, you may kind of write out your speaking points. The next day you may shoot it. The day after that you may edit if you need editing, and then you post it. You know what I mean? And then start the cycle. Eventually you could get it to do daily. And I know there are agents who hire this stuff out because now they're to the point where they can hire a camera person to follow them around, do all the editing. So they're actually creating content on the daily, but they're not doing it themselves. Does that make sense? When you reach a certain point, that part becomes somebody else's. So create content, focus on that. Create systems. That's a big one. Remember, you're running a company, you're a business owner now. So focus on how you can implement that content into your systems, also known as funnels. If you don't know what a funnel is, it's essentially how to bring a buyer or seller from point A to point B through creating systems. And the third one would be sharing or promoting your content. You can't just create content and say that it's on YouTube or it's on Facebook. And you've got to put some money behind Facebook marketing. There are different ways to market, but start with Facebook. So create content, create systems, promote your content. I hope this helps. You want to see what's in the box?
I'm leaving in a minute.
Okay, I'm almost done. 30 more seconds. It's my new microphone for this camera. Take care.